Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are reacting to the newest girl group under the black label. This is MEOW, stylized as Meovv, with the track MEOW. Now, I'm going to call this their debut. I don't care whether they're calling it a pre-debut or they're actually calling it their debut, whatever, because in reality you can't call something a pre-debut and it be your first track. That is your debut. I'm sorry. I don't care what the K-pop world has to say. That's the definition of debut, is your first track that you go out and promote with. So I don't know if that's an issue with this particular song, but it's been a pet peeve of mine when people like to call things a pre-debut. No. That's a debut track. That's your first one. Okay? That's how this works. Words mean things. All right. So, after that little rant, we are finally going to get a chance to check them out. I've been looking forward to it. They've been getting hyped up for a little while. I know at one point, I don't remember the name of the girl, but I guess it was like the Samsung heiress was supposed to be in the group, and then she wasn't. But yeah, looking forward to who we've got. And let's see. I don't know if Teddy worked on this song. I assume he did because it's under the black label. So I'm curious to see if we're going to get that standard Teddy sound, or if he's going to switch it up, or if he didn't even actually produce this track. Maybe we'll find out in the credits afterwards. But all right, let's head over and check it out. We do have English subs, so that's nice. Okay. Nice member shines for all the girls. Meow. It's definitely giving Teddy so far, with the screams and the heavy bass. Okay. I like her voice. Hers too. I think she's my preliminary bias. No kitty ears.
I can do it all night, it look easy, don't it? Make 'em all tongue-tied, 날카로운 쌀알 바로 여기 접수해 오는 고요하게 높이 뛰어 닿지 않을 것까지 Nothing else on my mind when I'm on my grind, no I ain't got time 침묵 끝에 터지는 roaring
Like that little riff she did. They all sound great. Some of them even have that lower register that we like. Giant kitty.
Come on.
What in the hell? What? Why there's just a whole group of people in furry Bigfoot costumes? Their choreo is sharp. That was it? That felt really short. Okay, so I don't see any credits here, by the way, so I guess I'm not going to look it up because it's not that important. It definitely feels like Teddy was involved in this, which would be understandable being the black label. But I'm not entirely sure. I did see a couple of comments as I was pulling this video up that said like that maybe he didn't do this one. I don't know though. I gotta admit, the song was not spectacular. There were fun parts to it, and overall it was a good solid effort. I think I would want to see more from them before I say yes, I'm totally on board, or no, I'm not. Uh, this is definitely one of those songs that it leaves me wanting more, but not in the sense of I want more of this. It's I want more before I make a decision on whether I'm gonna support the group or not. Uh, I'm curious what you guys thought of this one. The song itself is really just a talk your shit kind of song. It's full of swagger and cockiness and talking about being the best and making money and all that other stuff. We'll go in and watch it again and go into some of the lyrics. But and that's not a style of song that I dislike. It does. It can get worn out easily for sure. And YG and Blackpink, I'm sorry, the Black Label, do have a tendency to have more of those type of songs than other labels. But you kind of already know that before you get into any of the groups from their labels. So that's not unexpected. And like I said, I do enjoy those type of songs in moderation. So, like, I wouldn't want this to be the only type of song they do, and I'm sure it won't be. But let's go back and watch it again and see what we've got with the lyrics. All right, we open up with the Ariana Grande chorus, just the yeah. All right, so it's party time. Indicative of, the group announcing. It's a celebration kind of thing. You up sundown singing that chic. Now you speak French talking about we. Okay, so this part actually, I like that wordplay. This isn't the first time I've heard that line, but it is still, it makes me giggle. So talking about we as in like you and I, but we, O-U-I as in French, which is what she's talking about here. And if you don't know the word, we in French, it just means yes, which is funny because we're going to hear yeah, like in the back after this line. But ain't no reason I'm as chic as I look. Like, look, there's no explanation. I am exactly what you see here. Like, I'm chic, I'm cool. And that's just who I am. It doesn't need an explanation. And when she says, now you think you French, talking about we, it's almost like she's talking to people who doubted her. Not necessarily haters, because there really wasn't anything to hate before, right? But people who just maybe thought she'd never make it or something like that. And it doesn't have to be her. It could be them. But the line just talking about like who the fuck is we? Like where were you when I was trying to come up? Like who is we? You trying to latch on now and be like, oh yeah, we're totally in the, like, who is we? Now you speak French talking about we. I put in like full about please. Like hit me up whenever. Like you think you can just call me and hit me up anytime? Like, no, like I'm on another level now. Then try and match my energy. I like how she's like posed on this dirt bike too. Match my energy to look at the top in the so I like this at the end of this silence, I'm roaring, both because it's kind of a reference to like at the end of the verse, the chorus is going to come in, but also at the end of all this pre-debut, everything that came before the debut, like leading up to things. Now they're making a big splash. They're roaring. Remember, their name is very heavily cat influenced, so you got the meow, but lions are cats too, right? And they roar. So yeah, a little kitty wordplay here. Just started to fire up. I like this part too because so her line here, just started to fire up, keep burning. Okay, so I'm just getting going and it's only gonna get hotter, basically. I'm only gonna get better. Then she says, like I'm hypnotized dancing on the table. I've mentioned this before and I don't remember what video it was in because it's probably been in a couple, but you oftentimes think of, like, especially if you're watching a candle or something like that, where the fire, it's like the flame is flickering or almost dancing. It can be like this hypnotic effect. And so we're kind of referencing that fire from before, but she's also saying, like, it's almost like I'm a different person. Like, I'm in a trance. I'm dancing on the table. Like, I don't give a F about anyone around me or what's going on. Like, I'm in the zone type of thing. So we got two different layers to that. Tell them I'm pulling up on site. So for those of my older crowd, on site basically just means super quick. Like, as soon as I see you, X is going to happen. So when they say I'm pulling up on site, usually means I'm ready for a fight. Like, it's just on site. So yeah, they're willing to scrap and claw, no pun intended this time, and fight for their position in this industry. We gonna shake some meow, huh? I'm gonna leave that one alone. Ones and yens and dollars, so we're talking about different currencies, which ironically I need to handle my currency because I'm going to Japan and South Korea next month. But won from Korea, yen from Japan, dollars from America, and then they say comma, 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 like we're rolling up the money. We're increasing the bankroll here. Comma, comma, comma. Bring 'em. Now we get the kitty ears. I got the little kitty claws. So they're working their concept into the choreo too. Now I'm surprised that this didn't get the video banned, because in Korea they don't like to promote brands, but this is so very clearly a Chanel branding. At least I think that's Coco Chanel's logo. I don't keep up with fashion enough to really be certain, but I'm fairly sure. Anyway, the point is, they could have done this shot without that logo with ease. So I'm curious if this got them any sort of ban on, like, showing the video in Korea. It might not have, because it's not mentioning the brand, but it's directly promoting it, so I'm not sure. In America, we don't care, but they have strict laws about that in Korea. I can do it all night, it look easy, don't it? So this is the talk your shit kind of line. Like, I can do it all night, it look easy, don't it? But it's not as easy as it looks, but I can do it. Nice facial expression here. I don't know if I can actually catch it. Actually, that was kind of wrong. There it is. My piercing side eye, and she matches her facial expression to go with it. Very nice. Taking over the town, we own it. To a place that seems untouchable, we're getting there. So when I'm on my grind, I ain't got time. When I'm doing my thing, when I'm putting in the work, I ain't got time for your little squabbles and you haters or anything else. We're putting in the grind, we're putting in the time, we're putting in the work so that we can get to that place that we want to be at, this place that seems like it might be untouchable, those lofty heights of the K-pop industry. We're going to get there because we're going to put in the work. Love that, folks. Like these little small riffs and runs that they do. that we don't run, we don't chase them. Like we're making our own path. We don't chase anybody else. We don't try to emulate anyone else. We're not behind anyone else. We're making our own way. But also, you think of cats being aloof, right? So if you have a pet cat, or if you've ever had one, or if you've ever seen one, you know that cats generally, there are exceptions to every rule, but generally speaking, cats don't give a F, right? They're not coming when you call them unless it's dinner time or lunchtime or brunch time or any other minute of the day that involves food. But they're not coming when you call them. They're not gonna chase you around. You know, they're gonna do their own thing, and when they want attention, they'll come get it. But that's about it. So this is kind of channeling that cat energy, saying like we're doing our own thing, and we're not looking for anyone else's attention or approval, and we're gonna, you know, be, I want to say self-sufficient, but that's not quite what they're getting at there. But basically, we're gonna make it, and we're not chasing after anybody.
Turn it up, hit that bass drum. Ones and years and dollars. Come on, come on, come on.
They all look stunning. That part of the choreo... Hold on. This part of the choreo, it's not identical, but it reminds me of, if you watched Island 2, the final songs, Drip, it reminds me of a little bit of the choreo from Drip with the... this part. It's not identical, it's just similar to me. I'm curious if anyone else feels the same way on that. Alright, so we're giving happy tacos to the Sasquatches. I like this instrumentation during the dance break. I liked it better without the yeah part. Kitty. Alright guys, that was MEOW with MEOW. I'm still not quite sure how they pronounce their name. Like, I've seen them in promotions say MEOW, but of course it's stylized as Meovv, so pretty sure you could get away with either one, but I'm going to call them MEOW. I've been telling everybody that I talk to it's MEOW, so stand on business. It's MEOW. Let me know what you guys think of this song, though. It grew on me a little bit as we went through it the second time. I still want to see more from them before I make a decision on whether I'm going to listen to everything that they put out or not. You know, there's groups that come out and you're like, okay, I'm going to give them a chance. And you give them a chance, and sometimes they hit it out of the park right away, and you're like, okay, I'm in this for life. And then there's groups that come out and you're like, maybe not. And then there's those ones in the middle you just can't really make up your mind on right away, and you might have to give them another shot. This is them for me. But anyway, shout out to the patrons. They'll be right up here. Thank you guys for all your support. For those of you who aren't familiar, there's a Patreon with free content, paid content. The subscribers over there get access to the things that we can't put here on YouTube. One of the things that's going to be coming up is I'm going to watch the ISAC 2024 sports competition that they did. I was also trying to record Road to Kingdom Ace of Ace, but there's some issues with that, so hopefully that'll get worked out, but we'll have to see. But anyway, there's that kind of content over there. Also, subs get access to prioritized requests that get sent to the top of the request queue at every month. If you're not familiar with the request queue, there's a link to that in the description below. And if you want to get to the top of that list, but you're not interested in Patreon, then you can sponsor a request through the PayPal link that's down there as well. Thanks for checking this one out, everybody. I'll catch you for the next one. Take care, guys.